Hello all, I hope you're well and welcome to another live video. I'd love for you to let me know when you join with a live or the replay, what you're doing today, what you're up to, what brings you to this live, and yeah, what you'd like to see more of. Also feel free to private message me if you want to, privately share how you're going or share something that you're struggling with, because I want each and every one of you to know that I'm here to support you no matter what. It just melts my freaking heart to be able to do this, to be able to help heal the world from freaking anxiety, from, limiting beliefs of, feeling dumb, feeling ugly, feeling fat, feeling not good enough, needing to people please, not, being able to afford certain things, and, so much more. There's so many limiting beliefs out there we have that hold us back in life. So, limiting beliefs are beliefs we believe to be true about ourselves, that aren't actually true. So there's so many of those holding us back, as well as, negative emotions such as fear, anger, hurt, sadness, guilt. And if you're anything like me, you have chronic anxiety like I used to, the big ones for me were definitely fear and anger, and a fair bit of sadness as well. But fear and anger are usually big emotions associated with anxiety, especially fear. Because anxiety is basically living in the past and living in the future. It's just not being in the present moment. So you're fearing things based on what happened in the past, and you're fearing what will happen in the future, etc., etc. So for those of you that are new here, my name is Zoe Dean. I'm an anxiety coach and an NLP practitioner, helping women to heal their anxiety from all over the world, following the process I created called the Rewrite Anxiety Method, which focuses on mastering your mindset, building a deep connection with your body, regulating your nervous system, and building sustainable habits. And, I wanted to chat today about 5 things that have changed my life, that have changed in my life since healing my anxiety. Obviously there's so much more, but I don't want to bore your heads out rattling everything. So I just wanted to talk about, some of the top 5 things that have really changed in my life since healing my anxiety, just so you can know a bit about, what's possible, right? Like, I used to live in chronic stress and anxiety, which started at the age of 11 because, I thought I was fat. Grew up with not many friends. I always felt ugly and fat and not good enough, and dumb. My teachers used to do my work in school for me. My mum used to do everything for me because it was easier. And then my dad would get my sister to help him with things. And, when she stopped seeing him at the age of 15 and I was 2 years younger, then he just expected me to be able to do things. And then when I couldn't, I again took that on as I'm dumb, I'm not good enough, etc., etc. I had a mum that would drink a lot when I was a child as well. Got bullied in school a lot. I just had a really rough childhood and time, a lot of trauma, a lot of negative emotions, and a lot of beliefs. So I feel in a way no wonder I had chronic anxiety. And then, it just got worse and worse over time because for ages we didn't know what it was. And then when I finally started getting support, it was the wrong support for me, right? It was just talking about my problems, which made me feel worse, and telling me to meditate, just deep breathe. I was chronically anxious. Deep breathing wasn't going to help. So I just want to show you some things that are possible on the other side of anxiety. And literally, it does sound difficult to invest in yourself, but it doesn't have to be. All you have to say is yes. When you find a good coach, all you have to do is say yes, and the rest gets to be easy. That's how it was for me with my life coach. Reasonably easy. She only really helped me with the subconscious mind work, and I realized that wasn't enough. So then I had to do, habit work as well as nervous system regulation work and body connection work. But she helped me with the biggest part, the biggest piece of the puzzle that was holding me back, which is subconscious mind work. And after I got that support, the rest was much easier. So once you find that right support for you, it gets to be easy. So just spend your time finding the right support for you. When you find the right support for you, whether that's me or someone else, say yes. And if you have found that right support, if it's the right person for you, the rest will get to be easy because that coach will be with you every step of the way. and won't rest until you heal and until you kick your goals. And if they're anything like me, they give you unlimited time. They work with you, not against you. They give you the structure that you need to heal your anxiety, but they also help you, support you with whatever is going on with you at that moment. So, number one thing that I wanted to talk about is, healing my anxiety helped me find my worth and my passion in life, right? Because I used to, part of the chronic anxiety, I guess a part of the anxiety, part of why I felt anxious, because I didn't feel good enough. I didn't feel worthy. And, of course, if we don't feel good enough, if we don't feel worthy, we're going to be on edge that we have to do things a certain way to be good enough, to be lovable, to not be left alone, to have somewhere to live, to have a job, etc., etc. And it also helped me find my passion, my purpose, right? Because for so long, I didn't know what I wanted to do work-wise. And everything that I ever thought that I wanted to do, I kept getting turned down because apparently I wasn't smart enough. So, healing my anxiety with that life coach helped me see shit. Like, yes, struggling with chronic anxiety for 14 years is not nice, but I don't regret it now because it helped me realize that I went through that for a reason. I went through that so I could help women to heal their anxiety just like I did. So it helped me find my passion to heal women, to help women heal their anxiety just like I've been able to heal mine, and it helped me find my worth. It's also given me a lot of joy, fulfillment, and happiness that I never got to experience before, right? Like, happiness and joy used to feel impossible, right? Impossible, sorry. It used to feel impossible. Like, it was, like, joy and happiness was never to be found. I was always living in fear. I was always living in sadness. I was always living in anger. If I ever had a moment when I started to feel a little bit better, it wouldn't last long, and I'll go straight back to that old feeling of anxiety, of anger, of stress, of not being good enough, of being fat. So I never felt good enough for the point, for it to get to the point of happiness, right? Because as soon as, if I ever felt a little bit better, which was rarely, it would quickly be shut down by those limiting beliefs, by those negative emotions, by how I view the world, by my perception, and everything like that. And, number 4 was it helped me to build unstoppable confidence in myself, right? A lot of the times, anxiety also manifests and gets worse because we don't feel good enough, we don't feel worthy, we don't have confidence in ourselves. So that's where the anxiety kicks in. And this is can quite often, a lot of the time, be where a lot of relationship anxiety kicks in because we don't have the confidence, we don't feel good enough, we don't feel worthy. So building unstoppable confidence in yourself is so freaking important. And that is what number 4 is, right? Healing my anxiety helped me create space to be able to build unstoppable confidence in myself, because it helped me get rid of the bullshit programs that were holding me back, like being ugly, being dumb, being worthless. The negative emotion helped me release the negative emotion that told me it wasn't safe to feel confident, which was a lot of fear, which was a lot of anger, which was a lot of sadness. And also, if you want support to help build unstoppable confidence in yourself, I recently did a live in-depth training on that. So comment below confidence if you want to catch the replay to that. And, the final tip, number 5, was it helped me create deep connections and friendships with those around me and a good relationship with my family, right? Like, I used to have literally no friends. In school, in junior primary and primary school, I used to play with myself, pretend I was a teacher, talk to myself, because I never really had friends in primary school. And then when I got to high school, a little bit there in primary school, about year 5, was kind of forcing people to hang out with me because I really didn't want to be alone. But earlier I was playing with myself, and then in high school, it was a little bit of forcement again, like with that same friend trying to force her to hang out with me as much as possible so I didn't have to be alone. And then for a fair while there, I had people to hang out with, but then it got to like year 11 and 12, and I didn't really have anyone to hang out with at all. And the teachers didn't, despite, 11 and 12s, having their license and stuff, the teachers still didn't want you to leave school. So imagine how shit that made me feel, being at school with no friends, having to spend recess and lunch on my own, and either sit down and look like a loser, I thought, or just walk around on my own and pretend that I'm going to see someone or something. Like, it was just a horrible feeling. to go throughout schooling with literally no friends, and the only time I had friends was pretty much because I forced them to hang out with me. It was really, really hard. And then, you know, not having friends really held me back in the workplace as well, right? Because I felt subconscious, I felt not good enough, I felt that I was always being picked on, and because I felt I was always being picked on, you know, I would bite back at people. My nervous system would be like, I'm not safe. So as soon as something happened, I would bite back. That was how I created safety. And that's where a lot of my anger came in as well. I didn't feel safe. So instead of fighting, like punching someone, my fight response was coming across aggressive in my tone of voice. So yeah, like, we're all filled with so much love and connection for ourselves and other people, and we do need to love ourselves 100%, and that needs to come first. But we also need love and connection from other people as well. It's part of life. We're made to have it. So if we don't have it, it can really affect our mental health as well. And I bet you I'm not the only one out there that anxiety stopped you from having good friendships or any friendships at all. So being able to transfer that around, not only transfer that around to have lots of friends now, have good quality friends, but also to be able to connect with women from all over the world and support them to heal. Even if they're not friends, I just have a deep connection with them because they're clients, or I'm chatting to them to just help them without them being clients. And it's just an amazing feeling because I never used to have that. And, you know, I have so much better quality relationships with my family now. Like, my family haven't changed. They haven't done any healing work, but I've changed. And because I've changed, I show up differently. So then they show up differently towards me, if that makes sense. So yeah, they're just some of the top five tips that healing my anxiety has really helped me with. And I'd love to know, out of those 5 tips, which ones are more important to you? Which ones would you like to achieve? Would you like to achieve all of them? If you'd like to achieve all of them, comment all of them below. If there's one of them that really stands out for you, I'd love to know what that one is as well. And I'll just quickly repeat them. So number 1 was helping me to find my worth and finding my purpose. You know, number 2 was giving me a clearer mind. Number 3 was getting joy and fulfillment in life. Number 4 was building unstoppable confidence in myself. And number 5 was giving me better quality friendships and a better relationship with my family. So yeah, they are the top 5 things that helped me build unstoppable confidence in myself and heal my anxiety. So yeah, if you would like to, if those 5 things are things that you want to work on, definitely comment below which one or all of them. If confidence is something you struggle with, comment confidence below and I can send you the link to that training. And just so you're aware, I do currently have a $200 sale going on. So $200 off my 12-week program called How to Rewrite Your Anxiety. I do have other options available, but that's the option that I recommend to everyone because it gives you the full process needed to heal your anxiety. So if this video has showed you you've had enough, you want to heal your anxiety, you're missing out on a lot of stuff, and you've got a bit of FOMO, you know, you want to have this life that I've got now, you want to be able to feel worthy, and you want to be able to have purpose in life, you want to have a clearer mind, you want to have joy and fulfillment in life, and be happy, you want to have unstoppable confidence in yourself, and you want to have quality friendships in your life, and you want to be able to have a better relationship with your family. If you want that, then you can have that, and you can get 3 wins, you can save $200, you can heal your anxiety, and you can get loads of bonuses and unlimited support. So it's a no-brainer, right? What are you waiting for? You know, those that wait and sit on the fence, they're the losers. They're the ones that lose, right? Because nothing changes if nothing changes. So if you want to be a winner, then say yes. Say yes, whether that's in the comments or sending me a private message. But be quick because the sale isn't on for too much longer. Thank you so much for joining and talk soon.